So Las Vegas, and somebody on TikTok kind of beat me to it, but the Las Vegas mayor is basically saying, nah, we don't want you. Because, and here's what I believe happened. I think the mayor has ties to wherever the land was that was off the strip that they proposed for the A's to build a stadium. And the A's said, nope. And so they said, well, then you should just try to figure out a way to stay in Oakland. And that's what you're saying. Mayor basically said the area of South Vegas right on the strip where the Tropicana is getting torn down isn't a good spot for them. So I'm just trying to figure out why you wouldn't want a Major League Baseball team that wants to come. I mean, they want to come to Vegas, and you agree, okay, yeah, come on, but you got to build it where we want you to build it. And the A's want to be right on the strip. All that, the logistics. So I don't think it's a horrible place. I think it's fine. If you want to build a baseball stadium where the Tropicana was, that's fine. There's traffic. There's already crazy traffic. And if you do it right, I mean, there's not going to be a parking lot coming out on the strip. Just make people go the opposite direction. Like when you come out of the game, you can't go towards the strip. You got to go a different way. I think if they do that and they do it right and they do it smart, I think it'll be fine. Because you can't really build any extra roads there. And yeah, I feel bad for Oakland too. I definitely feel bad for Oakland. Because the thing that's with Oakland, but I mean, they've lost everything. They lost football, they lost basketball, and now they're about to lose baseball. And there's nothing that I take that back. There is something that they could do about it. They didn't want to build the stadiums. So at some point, if you want these teams to stay, you got to pony up something. Yes, I am under the firm belief that some of these teams, they got to pony up some money. And the ones that are in big-time cities, they usually do. Like Steve Ballmer, he foot the bill for the new stadium, but that's in Los Angeles. I mean, that's a different deal than being in Oakland. But hell, Golden State, they were a staple in Oakland. They just moved to San Francisco and built a brand new shiny stadium right down there on the water. The owner chipped in. San Francisco said, yes, we will absolutely take you. And Oakland, they just couldn't figure it out. They don't have the money. So what are you going to do? So, yeah, I saw they lost an In-N-Out burger as well. Yes, they did. I'm like, gee, many Christmas. It's terrible. I think it should be about 70-30 owner city on funding. Yeah. Or even 60-40. It's got to be something. You got to chip in. It can't just be nothing. You know? But the thing about it is Vegas, first of all, Vegas is also, I would suspect in the next 5 years, is going to have a basketball team. And I think it's going to be, they keep talking about expansion. They can't expand the league anymore. It's already run down, or watered down, I should say. I think it's just going to be a team moving, like Charlotte. I think Charlotte would just move to Las Vegas. Or maybe even Memphis would just move to Las Vegas. That's what I believe. But Vegas is going to have a basketball team within 5 years. That's going to happen. They keep talking about Seattle. Yeah, it was there. And it was doing fine, but Seattle, again, didn't build an arena. And boom, out of there. I don't think Orlando. I think enough people go to the Magic games. But you could be right. Orlando could be another team that hightail it. You could be right. The Clippers aren't moving. Why would the Clippers move to Vegas? You're in Los Angeles. That makes zero sense. The Clippers aren't moving anywhere. They're not moving anywhere. nor should they move anywhere. They have no reason to move. Again, you're in Los Angeles. I mean, it's not like when the Raiders move back to Oakland or anything like that. There's no reason for anybody to move from Los Angeles. And you're saying the Clippers are nothing in LA. They're just not the Lakers. That doesn't mean they're nothing. They're just not the Lakers. Big difference between being nothing and not the Lakers. So, and they're building a big new arena. They're not building that for nothing. They're trying to separate from the Lakers. I get it. The Lakers are always going to be king. And I don't care. The Clippers could win the next 5 titles in a row. LA is still a Laker town. But that doesn't mean there's not something for the Clippers there. Because if there wasn't, they wouldn't be there. I can assure you of that. I would assure you of that. The Clippers aren't moving anywhere. And y'all got to stop saying that on TikTok. Stop it. They're building $1 billion. I think it's like $3 billion arena. They're building that to move to Vegas. Stop talking. Stop. Gee, many Christmas. You may boycott the Super Bowl, somebody says. Well, good luck to you. Good luck to you. Mike DeRuler says move the Jazz to Vegas. Right down the highway. I don't think that's a horrible idea if the Jazz move to Vegas. Y'all think that's a horrible idea? I don't. Now, that's never going to happen because, you know, the Utah fans go crazy for their team. So it's never going to happen. But it wouldn't be horrible. Wouldn't be horrible. So we'll get to that and figure that out. What's going on, my man? Capone? Move the Wizards. The Wizards aren't moving out of D.C. They got to get a new arena, it sounds like, but they're not going to move out of D.C. Do I think Kansas City will ever get an NBA team again? No. No, Kansas City's not getting an NBA team. Too much competition. They compete with KU. Now, some people have the opposite thoughts on that. They think some of the bandwagon KU fans that are just fans of KU because they don't have anybody else to root for in Kansas City, that those fans would flop over and start being whatever the Kansas City franchise team would be. That might be true. So why is Kansas City in Missouri? Most of the city is in Missouri. So that's why.